So finishing up, one of the outstanding tasks is the bright work on this. Normally what I would do is remove the bright work, clean it all up, and then clear coat it. I don't think I can do that this time around. The main reason being this plastic frame here for the dial glass is held in with these dreadful spring steel push-on clips that are 50-50 hit and miss, whether you can get them off without breaking the lugs or breaking the clip, or worst of all, breaking the frame itself. Whereas normally your best bet would be to try and wiggle them and rotate them a little bit. There's this spline running down the molding here that means you can't. So this would be just way too high risk to try and take this plastic piece out, and it's already has some cracks in it because, as I mentioned before, it has shrunk with age. So I'm kind of limited in what I can do, so all I've really done is catch the crown of the bright work molding as it goes around, and I did that using those. Any of you guys who mess with guitars will probably know about these guys. These are just graded grits of rubber that you use for fret dressing. And so I got a 180, 400, 600 and 1000 grit, and so I just rubbed it down all the way around. Now how I'm going to protect it, I'm not sure. I'll just have to wait and see how that goes, but I thought the risk is too high if I try and do anything more complicated on the bright work. The other thing I just realized, which I hadn't thought about at all, is there's a Telefunken logo that goes right here, and it's busted off. So at some point I'm going to have to try and recreate a suitable Telefunken logo to stick on here. Okay, so that's bright work. Speaker cloth would be next. Okay, for the speaker cloth, I haven't had a lot of success in doing this really well in the past, so here's my shot at it for this one, since it should be relatively straightforward. So I've put some clean paper underneath the fabric, and then I've put some tape on the corners to not stretch it too much but stop it from moving, hopefully. And then I'm going to lay this down, the speaker board, on it. And I've got some weights that I can then put on here and let it hold it for an hour. The instructions that came with the cloth said you spray the cloth, but I'm not happy with that, because it means you would have the cloth would have glue on it where the speaker out is, and there's a good chance that would attenuate the sound because it would block up all the holes in the fabric. So we don't want to do that, so we're going to spray the backer board itself and then see how we go. Okay, so I'll know in half an hour or so if this is going to work. Well, it looks like my bad luck with speaker cloth is still with me. It looks like I put too much spray glue on the back, so it came through the cloth and you can see it out through the front. I'm going to leave it for a while and see if it evaporates and see if the stains go away to the point where they're not noticeable with the grill in front. If not, we just got to rip it off and get another piece of cloth. Yay! So we're almost there. This is the back, which is basically complete. I redid the two little notices that are in here. The originals were a bit messed up, and I had to remove them anyway so I could see how badly all the cracks were underneath and re-glue them. And so I recreated these two, and I plasticized them, you know, that thing that you can plastic coat the paper, so hopefully it'll last a lot longer now. And the only thing that's remaining is I need 3mm, I guess some sort of brass rivet or little fastener that I can use to refix the tiny hinges on each side here, and then it can go back together. I think that's about it. For the rest, it's pretty much done at this point. So yeah, it's been a while, but hopefully it won't take too long to get this back sorted out. Okay guys, almost there. I got the back on. I have to put some little protectors over the end of these spring steel antenna extensions. Obviously in the places where the fabric is damaged, there's not too much I can do yet. But yeah, I think we've come a long way. And so just a few final things before I get on to doing the batteries. And so major shout out to Batterymaker, who very kindly sent me these scans of the original battery, B+ battery that was in it, as well as a new label for the DEAC rechargeable as well. So I'll be getting onto that pretty soon. Another little job on the Bajazzo, just on the cosmetics. One of the original feet was gone, so I've replaced it. It's not quite exactly the same, but it's very close, and it's just using some of these upholstery tacks. The original shaft was in the wood, so I just drilled a hole, a very tiny hole right next to it, and press this in, so hopefully the thing will stand up on a level surface now without wobbling. Hey guys, just a little tidbit. One of the things that I've seen on Bob Anderson's channel recently, and I think also on Nathan's, is this stuff, Evaporust. So I was mightily impressed, and I thought, I wonder if I can find this over in this part of the world. And sure enough, I found a single importer who basically deals with all things to do with hot rodding cars and stuff. And so yeah, they sent me a container. So looking forward to using this, because for instance I've had this tuning condenser for ages. I've put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. I've tried sort of the old navel jelly approach, and nothing has come out satisfactory, so I'm going to give this a go at the weekend and see if that works. The other thing I think I got from Nathan's channel was aerosol white lithium grease, and I actually found this as well. Same initial CRC, but obviously different packaging. So yeah, I'm benefiting from all you guys' experience in getting all these things that all go to make the task that bit easier when you got to get it done. So there you go. Cool.